look at that, there's my finger. So up there, that's where the bed used to be. It's on a slide out platform. Up in this area, I think there would have been a couch. Your kitchenette would have been here, back into the bathroom. Dead center, where those little containers are, would have been where the toilet originally was. Interestingly enough, the black tank right on top of the van floor. Coming back around would have been some storage, refrigerator, some more cabinetry over here. You know, one of those fun things you find out, this had a little bit of water damage, which that's just a cover plate up there now. But you can kind of see where everything started delaminating. That's the real bad delamination. And if you look just right, you can see where the roof has been sagging. That opening is where the AC originally was, and I don't think it was ever supported correctly to begin with. I'll have to see if I can find some pictures of how it was set up originally. And back over to the bed area, broken window. Those front windows there, the hope in the plan is to actually take those out and just fiberglass that in solid, because there's been multiple attempts there to try and seal up the windows, and none of them gone well. And I'm just afraid now if I put all the work into rebuilding it, one of these windows is going to break. I'm never going to find a replacement. So I'm just going to go ahead and just take them on out. Climb back down. Ow! Low bridge. The roof, it's just typical van. So today's project is going to be to, there's my finger again, pull the rub strip off there, start unbolting the top so we can pull that out to replace it. I'm sorry, not replace it, to fix it correctly. All right, now to get this thing off, you can see there's a bunch of screws here that go through the outside fiberglass into the van walls. Clearly not all of them were done very well. And that'll go all the way around the van flange. And on the outside, you've got the aluminum strip, the rubber that goes over it, that rubber comes off, and then we start pulling all the screws out. Good morning. It's another beautiful day here in the Southwest Desert. However, it is very windy, so I'll be doing all my work inside the van with the doors closed, and yes, there's going to be a little bit of echo inside of an empty metal shell. So sorry, it happens. So in order to recap, yesterday we went through and pulled all the outside retaining screws for the fiberglass top, the trim, which I'll show you later, perhaps in a picture. Let's go ahead and spin around. Everything's still the same here. One of the things that we're going to start with, you can see there's already a little bit of a gap there from the adhesive that failed. We can press that out. And what we're going to do, take these little shim guys here that I've got that I picked up. Oh geez, what was that? I think it was a flooring project that I'd done years ago. As we take and cut this, we'll start shoving shims down in there in order to keep the adhesive from re-adhering. Granted, it's about 30 years old now. It's probably going to pop and pull off just fine, but let's go ahead and kind of help ourselves out. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to have to get in here and cut the adhesive. Can we get in there? Yeah, can't really see. But probably going to have to pull all this wood off here, and have to pull all this wood off that side up through the front in order to get all that out. I'm hoping that, where do I got some pointies? These pieces up here are going to have to come out. They're screwed in, but I think they'll be okay. Awesome. I just heard my phone ding. I should have turned that off before I started this. So pull all this wood off, cut that adhesive. This stuff is actually fairly pliable still. So my suspicion is that once I take and cut all the stuff out of the backside here up to that point, I should be able to take and lift the backside of the top off a little bit and be able to use that to help peel that up, and maybe I won't even have to cut it off until I'm done. But let's go ahead and get started here. Pulling some stub, making some cuts, doing some wedgies, and let's see what we can do. Okay, so I've been making a little bit of progress here. Starting back to where that original gap was. We're dropping wedgie spacers in there every 6, 8 inches, 12 inches, whatever feels comfortable. When I start getting up at the front here, you can see again, tons of gaps up in there. I was actually finding that rather than trying to cut off the sealant, I can just get in here with the pry bar and actually give it a good 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch gap. There's enough flex in the fiberglass that actually makes it pretty easy to do. And then it's gonna be the same thing going up there. I'm gonna go ahead and start, I guess, pulling all this wood down because I got about as far up here as I really want to go in the front until I get the rest of that up, rest of that wood up front, up out of here. And just seeing what I'm up for, I'm definitely gonna have to pull all the rest of this wood down too. So we're gonna go ahead and set back up and start on that. Remember, kids, only you can prevent forest fires. Wait, no, that's not right. Oh yeah, safety first, or apparently now, safety second. I kind of forgot required safety gear here. Once I started cutting into the fiberglass and I could smell it and went, hey, you know, especially going on a public video, I probably should have a little bit of safety gear. I mean, that's a good idea anyway. So safety glasses. I know the respirator is severe overkill. I freaking hate wearing those paper mask things. It's nothing to do with COVID or anti-mask or any of that. They're just so uncomfortable. I'll pay the extra money and I use the full face respirator, or not full face, the big respirator, the expensive style. Let's go ahead and get that bad boy in. If I can remember how to do it. God, it's been years since I've used one of these. Oh, I remember now. All right, try this again.